have been exposed to something.
You and Ron?
Yeah, so we don't know which one, we don't know where, we just,
Fun, that's fun, you just kind of try and guess.
Yeah,
You don't know anything where.
no, we don't know which one of us,
Oh, you just got a notification that you were exposed?
that we might have been exposed.
Who
Yikes.
told you that you were exposed there?
Claire, yesterday.
Who?
Claire,
Well, who sits at the same table as you?
John and Sandy, they're not quarantined.
No. They were at dinner last
I know,
night.
I talked to them.
Well, that's
I talked
odd.
to Julie and
And
everybody from,
from the card group,
yeah, she said it's not from that, no. Ron went to the book club on Friday, but Emily was at the book club and Emily was at dinner last night.
Oh my God.
According to John.
I saw Emily last night, yeah.
And so what else?
Yeah.
Ron played euchre, but that was like last.
So it's a
week.
game of figuring
That was
out.
already a week ago.
To do
Why don't
silly
they just
different
tell
ways.
me?
I don't know.
It's kind of.
Oh, well, he could have, because they couldn't.
Kinda
do
silly.
whatever Ron
Yeah,
put on
yeah,
for the
it
night.
is.
No, it was a week ago that he last played.
Well, my friend Kathy has been out for quite some time, and
Well, it would be
unfortunately,
nice if
I
they told
spoke with
you.
her on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
I was
So
saying,
I
it
know
would be
what her
nice if they
problem
told
is.
you
Oh.
why.
And she's over on the
I
other
know.
side getting,
It's so frustrating.
Sure.
Yeah.
but I mean, they
Because if
never
I
tell
knew
you,
that it was something
unless
that
the
you
person
had pointed out
themselves
to me.
tells you, they never tell you what the problem is.
HIPAA.
Yeah.
HIPAA.
It's, I know it's
Or
HIPAA.
Yeah.
something I went
My
through
daughter
and
works
he
in
did.
a,
Medical.
well, she makes appointments. for
Sure.
people.
Oh, sure, so she knows all that. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're feeling well. So we have a small group, but let's get started. Today's Wednesday, so it's our yoga day. So let's start by just settling in. Feel free to get comfortable in your seat and notice your feet on the ground, your bottom in the chair, maybe your back, leaning back against your back support. So that you can find a little relaxation. You don't need to hold yourself up tight here. Take a moment to tune into your breath. Pay attention to it. Notice the air coming in your nose. And notice the air leaving your nose or your mouth, whatever you prefer. Notice the sound. Maybe make a little sound with it. Ooh, my nose is itchy. Ooh, whatever kind of sound you want. Good, and if you like a physical sensation, feel free to add a hand to your heart, a hand to your belly, or two hands wherever feels good. And notice on that inhale, the rise of your chest or your belly. And on the exhale, the fall. And remind yourself, you can do this at any time, day or night. And you just need a moment. And maybe focus on something that you want to bring more of into your life, your world. Maybe more joy, more peace, more calmness, less worry. Breathe in what you need. Exhale, let go what is not serving you. Two more like that. Beautiful. If you want to stay there longer, please do. Or feel free to open your eyes, scoot yourself a little bit forward. And we'll get started. First pose, seated mountain. Feet are on the ground. Thinking about lifting up out of your hips. Roll those shoulders back. Press your belly button to your spine so your whole core is engaged. Bringing hands together at heart center, take a breath. And if it works for your shoulders, maybe add the arms. Inhale. Exhale, hands through heart center. Good. Keep that going your own pace. Good. One more. Beautiful. Inhale, both arms up. This time, exhale, left hand down. You can hold that chair. Right hand reaches up to the sky and over, up over beach ball. Keep that right sits bone grounded on your chair. We don't want this. You don't want to topple out. So you're shortening one side and lengthening one side. Breathe into that open side. If that bothers your shoulder, do the same thing without the arm lifted. Gaze goes where it feels good for your neck. One more breath in. Exhale, arm down. Back up to center. Good. Same thing, other side. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, that right hand down, left hand up and over. Imagine sending that breath in between all of your ribs here, all of your side body. One more big breath. Beautiful. Exhale down. Good. Now let's do a seated twist. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, that left hand can reach behind, right hand on the outside of that thigh. Inhale, lengthen up through the spine. And then exhale, a gentle twist. Gentle with the body, don't crank. Wringing your middle out like a washcloth. Every time lengthening up and exhaling out. One more. Good. Next inhale, come through center and give yourself a little counter twist. Beautiful. My ponytail fell out. And then back to center. Good. Same thing other side. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down, maybe on the back of that chair, left hand outside of that thigh. Inhale, lengthen up. And exhale, twist. Focus on that. Inhale and exhale. Good. One more. Beautiful. And then unwind. Give yourself a counter twist. Make it, should feel good, not painful. Good. And then come back to center. Good. Warming up our upper spine, that thoracic spine, cat-cow. So they could be big movements or little. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Maybe look up a little bit. Pull all the air you can. And then exhale. Round that spine. Tuck your chin, blow all your breath out. Moving back and forth. Good. You can make a big movement or small movements. Couple more. Good. And if you would like, you can kind of turn this into a torso circle. Inhale. And exhale, drawing a circle with that upper body. Get a few one direction, and then when you're ready, you can switch sides. Beautiful. Good. Gently come back to the middle. Good. From here, we're going to do our fold forward. So the first one will be the one with our modification with our arms, our forearms on our thighs. So think about hinging at your hips. Inhale up. And then when you're ready, exhale, bring your heart towards me. Folding forward, letting those forearms rest. Heart forward. If it feels okay for your head, let your head hang, be heavy. And then focus on your inhales and exhales. Send your breath to any place where you really feel this. I feel this in the top of my thighs. One more. Good. Slowly crawl yourself up. Beautiful. One more forward fold. You can repeat that, or if it feels okay for you, go all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale, heart leads the way. Hinging at those hips. Going to where you feel safe and secure. So your belly's constricted right here. Actively pull the breath into that belly. If you want to add a gentle movement side to side or just spine stillness. 2 more full inhales and exhales here. Beautiful. Take your time. If that feels good, stay longer. Otherwise, roll yourself up. We're going to find a little bit of flow with that. So we're going to repeat it up and down your own distance with your breath. So let's start with that inhale and exhale down. If it feels okay to you, inhale back up. And exhale down. 2 more. Excuse me. Good. 1 more. Perfect. And when you finish that last one, come back to seated mountain, taking your time. Good. From there, we're going to inch 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. Doesn't matter which one you do. Palms together on the inside of that forward leg. We're going to do a diagonal opening up. So inhale, lift up, breathe into that heart. And then exhale, press something heavy with your hand, closing back up. Good. Move at your own pace with your breath. Beautiful. Good. Next time, if that works for you, we're going to hold the open pose as we inhale and exhale. If this bothers your shoulder, keep your arm down. No big deal. So inhale and exhale here. And pressing into my knee. 1 more breath. And exhale, hand down. Press yourself back up. Inhale to the center. Walk that foot in. I hear somebody talking about us.
Yeah, they were walking.
Sandy. Yeah. Good. Other foot forward. A little bit forward. And then again, hands together. Inside of that knee, the side you haven't done yet. On an inhale, open up. Exhale, close. So I'm pressing my hand like I'm in quicksand, closing it back up. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more. Beautiful twist. Exhale. You can keep doing that, or if it feels okay, stay in that open position. Inhale and exhale. This is like a side angle. 1 more. Good. And close back up. And then again, crawl yourself up. Bring that foot in. Kind of windshield wiper the knees a little bit. Good. Let's find our figure 4. So it could be a big figure 4 or a littler one. If you have very tight hips, let one leg go long and bring that opposite ankle bone, maybe resting on the shin. We're working the hip of the leg that's bent. If you have maybe a little more ability to open it up, you can keep that foot down on the ground and bring that right ankle bone on top of your thigh. Naturally, your knee is probably pointed up. We don't want to shove it down, right?
No.
Just accept wherever it is. Send your breath to that hip where you might feel a lot of sensation. Over time, that hip relaxes, it opens up. Gravity can help put it down a little bit. This is a very intense pose for my right hip. Feel free to stay upright like this, or inhale. And an exhale, you can fold forward, that heart coming towards your shin. And again, you can stay here. Some people like to look away from that knee. Play around it and find what works best for you today. One more breath here. Beautiful. When you're ready, come out. And always remember, feel free to stay in a pose longer if you like that. Out that foot down. Windshield wiper. Woo. Get some fresh blood back in there. Good. And then set yourself up. Same thing, other side. So maybe that leg extends and you have just a bigger four. Or that foot can stay flat. I need a little bit of surrender in that hip. Imagining it just gently dropping open. And then again, stay upright as you are, or take a breath in. And an exhale helps you fold forward. Ooh. Good. Is that a good ooh? One more breath into the hips. Good. When you're ready, inhale yourself up. Help that leg down. Move it around.
My right arm has been bothering me today.
Oh, the whole thing? Lower and upper you're rubbing?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh, no. Maybe just take the arms out. Just do the lower body stuff. We're going to do our hands, though, so see how that feels. Our hand stretches.
My hands are all right.
Okay. All right, well, let's stretch those fingers. So we're going to squeeze them in, make our fists, and then stretch out. Right, just a few times, working the muscles of our fingers. Good, one more. And then palms up. Take the thumb, press each fingertip with a little bit of strength. You might even feel this sometimes in your wrist there.
Oh, it's my upper arm.
Is that bothering your arm when you do this?
It just aches.
Good. From here, let's do some claws. So just the upper joints, opening and closing. Good. And then some wrist circles. Roll the wrists in one direction. And then roll them in the other direction. Good. Last one is spreading our fingers. So squeeze your hands together, your fingers together, and then open wide. And this is not passive here. We're not letting our hands be limp. We're strong. Squeeze them open. Squeeze them together. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's work our feet. So same thing like we just did with our fingers. You're going to squeeze your toes in your feet as much as you can in your shoes, up like a fist. So squeeze them in and then spread them out as much as you can. Squeeze them in and spread. Good, 2 more. Beautiful, and then lift one leg up and let's just do some ankle circles. One direction and then the other. Good, other leg. Beautiful. And then from there you can lift one leg and just make little circles, almost like that leg is limp. Just drawing a circle with your foot. Both sides. Moving our joints. Good. And then from here, we're just going to lift to straighten and bend. Good. Strengthening our quads and some muscles around that knee joint. 3. For 1, we're going to hold up. 2. And 1, we hold. This is a tricky one. Can you draw a circle here? 3, 2, 1. Good. Down and rest. Take in the breath. Other side, we lift, straighten, and bend. If that knee joint doesn't like it, you can also make these smaller. It doesn't need to be that full range. This is a good way, though, to work on combating some knee pain. 3, 2, 1. We hold, and now circles. 3, 2, 1. Good. Legs down. Perfect. So we're going to do a little bit of arm movements and then take it to say, oh, we didn't do our shoulders. Let's roll our shoulders. Up, back, down, up, back, down, and then switching it. Up, forward, down. Draw a circle with that arm. Good. 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's just make a little, like the sun rays. So inhale, arms up. Exhale out to the side as wide as feels good for your shoulders. Start to move your arms with your breath if you can. Inhale up and exhale down. When we reach our arms out and up, we don't let our shoulders creep up to our ears. We keep them down our back. 3, beautiful movement, you guys. 2, and 1. Exhale down. Good. We're going to do that same thing forward and back, just keeping our joints moving. So inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe even your gaze goes up with your arms. Inhale up. Exhale down. Our gaze can stay straight ahead. Perfect. Getting that blood flow. Last one. Inhale up. And exhale down. Good. Shake out the arms, roll the shoulders. We'll take it to standing now for those that feel like they'd like to do that. Otherwise, feel free to stay in your chair. If you are standing today, carefully stand up and move behind your chair. If you don't feel like doing that, that's okay.
Once I can get up,
Yeah.
I can get behind the chair.
Yeah. There you go. That's a lot of strength. Beautiful. Good. So the arm movement we just did are both arms reaching up before in front of us. That's what we're going to do again. But we're going to add a split stance. So one leg forward and one leg back. You can decide the distance. Holding onto that chair. You can just stay in this. Maybe a baby bend in that front knee. Good. So holding on to your chair, just focus that inhale breath. And exhale. Maybe you can add 1 or 2 arms. Inhale up and exhale down. Beautiful. Good. And one option, one hand on your chair and one hand up. Good. 2 more. Yeah, hold on to that chair. Beautiful. From here, you could bring both hands to your chair or to your heart. We're going to open up to warrior 2 so that back foot turns just a little bit. So now one set of toes is towards me, the other's a little bit to the angle. And then keep your hands where you feel steady. So maybe that stays right here and you just open your chest and open your hips. Maybe that front arm can reach towards me. And maybe that back arm can reach too. This is a warrior 2. Beautiful. Feel your strength, feel your power, squeeze your muscles. 3, 2, 1. Flip that front palm. We inhale up and exhale down 2 more times. Peaceful warrior. Beautiful work. Exhale down. And then bring your hands back to the chair or your heart and carefully walk your feet in together. Whenever my feet have been stretched out like that, then I just take a second. I bend both my knees and kind of work through my hips. Good. Let's do that same flow, other side. So opposite foot forward, opposite other foot back. So just switching it up. I like a little bend in my front knee. So we're holding on the chair. We want to try and not be like this, right? So bringing your heart forward, shoulders back as best you can. And just focus on that breath right here. Maybe you feel ready for 1 or 2 arms, inhaling up and exhaling down. Good, moving that body and breath together. 2 more times. One more. Beautiful. Hands down, hands on the chair or heart center. Opening up for warrior 2. So now you're turning a little bit. Back foot turns a little bit. Again, I like a little bend in my front knee. And then hold onto the chair with both hands, or maybe hands at your heart. One hand might reach forward and the other could reach back. Anywhere in between any of those spots. Good. Squeeze your arm muscles, squeeze your thigh muscles. Feel your own strength in this pose. 3, 2, 1. If it's possible, you flip that front palm. If you're holding onto the chair, you just stay where you are. Inhale up and exhale down. 2 more. 1 more. And down. Good. If your arms are out, bring them into your heart or your chair, and then baby steps. Good. Last one standing. We're going to do a tree pose. So pick one foot, make that be your roots. Other foot can turn to the side. Or maybe you rest your heel on your foot, your ankle. And then again, maybe you keep one hand on the chair and one on your heart. Standing tall, beautiful oak tree. Maybe you can challenge your balance by lifting one arm. And maybe both for your branches, but you never need to. And we know trees, they move a little bit. So if you happen to be moving, that's okay. If you want to add a little movement, go for it. Focus on that breath for 3, 2, 1. If your branches are lifted, bring them back and hold onto your chair. Bring that knee forward and then again, just sway. Good. Let's even ourselves out. Other side, tree. Root yourself first. Turn that heel out. And then again, set yourself up. This is a perfect tree. Maybe you want to lift one arm. Maybe the other. Find that breath coming in and out of your nose. For 3, 2, 1. Gently bring your arms down. Hold your support. Sway it out. Good. And then carefully make your way back around your chair so your bottom is right over that seat part and have a seat. Good. We'll end with our seated sun salutation. 1 breath, 1 movement. So I like to toe heel my feet a little bit wider than my hips. Feel free to bring your hands together, heart center. Just start with a breath. Good. And now we'll move. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, fold over one leg as you blow all that air out. Inhale, lift up a leg or pretend to. Exhale, put it down, gently sway to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten that back. Exhale it out. Inhale, bigger halfway lift, maybe reach your arms behind you. Breathe in. Exhale, let it out. Now press your feet down into the earth. Everything else, inhale, up, up, up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Come back to that breath. Beautiful. You made it to your Shavasana. So from here, feel free to get comfortable in your chair. Just take a moment at the end of class. Let your body absorb the benefits from the hard work you just did. You can close your eyes if that feels good. Just rest. Stay longer if you have more time, or feel free to bring your hands together at heart center. Take a moment to feel proud of yourself, thinking of everything you just did in this last half hour. Worked on balance and strength, moving your body, moving your breath. Feeling gratitude for your awesome, amazing body. We'll end with one more collective breath. Inhale, arms down, out, up, reach up, grab some good. Bring it down, seal some in. Send some out into the world. My honor to lead you all. Namaste.
Namaste.
Good work, you guys. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. You did great. I hope that you get out of quarantine soon.
Yeah, we can't go to the dining room till the 14th.
Oh, come on, the
I know.
14th.
They're gonna bring you your meal?
Pardon me?
They're going to bring you your
Yeah,
meal?
yeah. Which is fine, but then you have to,
Kind of.
put it on your own dishes and reheat it and clean it up after and all those styrofoam containers. And